Alright folks, not quite ready to start the real cooking stream, but I decided to decant some distilled vodka before stream, so I think I'm going to start a little bit early and show anybody that wants to see it how that's done. So, turn the music down a bit, and there we go. Hello. I think I have everything ready for today's stream. Got all my ingredients out, got everything ready, confirmed I had everything. But anyway, before we start the Warcraft stream, I have this distilled vodka that has been infusing for almost 2 weeks now. If you can see it, there's it. So basically, this is the water of life from the Skyrim cooking stream, or cookbook. Basically basil, cardamom, some fennel, and juniper berries. And we're just going to distill it decant it here real quick before we start the real stream. Obviously you want all the junk out, so that's what the strainer is for. Ooh, this camera is set wrong, isn't it? Okay. I think I have the zoom on. Maybe. No? Hang on. It seems a bit off. Hang on. Okay, so we're going to rinse out the jar because we're going to put the remainder back in here. Because there is not enough to actually put in the decanter to make it retarded. So this is a little special we're doing here, just this decantation. So again, we want all the junk out, as you can see. Okay. I lift it up. Okay. I think I need a wider angle camera for up here, so you can see everything. But anyway, we're going to dump all this out in a strainer. And this is stuff that you can put in a disposal versus having to, say, compost it or something. Okay. So now we have our decanted. We're going to pour into this little container. And this has almost a medicinal taste. It's kind of tart and like you'd expect a medicine almost to taste, because it's that dill and the cardamom and fennel which kind of give it a little zing. It's good for like a nightcap at night. You know, one little shot's worth. Okay. So this is what I normally drink out of. So I'm going to put this back in the living room, out of the way. And of course, what's over the And by the way, if there's anybody out there, let me know how the sound is, both music and voice. If the voice is too loud, let me know. And we're pouring the rest back into the jar. And we'll just store this away when we need to refill the other. And voila. If you're interested in some of these distilled recipes, I can share them. They're also in some cookbooks, and hell, you can just like search on distilled vodka out on the internet and you can find all kinds of things with all kinds of fruits and vegetables. I've done blueberries, blackberries, a mixture of berries, cucumber, dill. Well, that was sort of the dill. Ginger, that's a good one. Let me set this aside. Okay, so this is supposed to be a World of Warcraft cooking stream. No fancy costumes. I did get a World of Warcraft banner. The thing was, I thought it was going to be like a lot smaller and longer. And I intended to like hang it from here. This thing is huge, so I hung it on the refrigerator. I thought that was kind of cutesy. Oh, and I do have this little memorabilia. Got this from, well, Blizzard. They sent these, I think, to everybody at the, maybe it was the 10-year anniversary of going live, I'm not sure. It's a cute little statue, orc on a warg. It's cute, collectible. So, we're going to start off with a drink. It's a drink from the cookbook, World of Warcraft. It's the official cookbook. In the upper top of the screen, you'll see in the middle, it's cycling through the recipes we're going to make. There's the cookbook right there. You can find it out on Amazon, any other place. It's got a lot of good recipes in it. The next picture should be the drink we're making. It's called Cherry Grog. So, I'm not going to do it in a glass. I'm going to do it in a mug worthy of World of Warcraft. This thing is huge. I don't know if this is a 10 ounce or I think this is the 10 ounce. There's actually a 20 ouncer. So, we're going to make the drink. So, and, okay, I need to remember where the camera is positioned. So it's here. Okay. So it calls for ginger beer. Calls for 6 ounces. This is a little 7.5 ounce. So we'll go with that. Hey, Cheeky. Uh-oh. Oh, Bender insult you. Okay. We can do that. Where did I put Bender? Here we go. Everybody knows Bender. All right? Listen up.
Bite my shiny metal ass!
There you go. Bite my shiny metal ass. He has a lot more if you want to hear him. That's a collector's item. Got that, God, before the pandemic, had it in my office. It's been sitting there for a year and a half before I went in to clean out my desk earlier this year since I started working full-time. So he's back home. Okay, so calls for ginger beer. Calls for the... God, I can't read this. Oh, the rum. I don't have any plain rum, so we're using Pirate Bay coconut. Changes the taste a little bit, but the only other thing I have is a Pirate Bay strawberry, which I think is wrong to go with the cherry. And we have some tart cherry juice. And I could squeeze a real lime, but I'm going to use some pre-made lemon juice. So, let's put a couple ice cubes in here. And in the mug. Again, mug. Hope I don't rip down this banner by getting to the ice. Okay. So wait a minute, this... Alright, maybe I need to angle this up like this a bit. That's probably a little better. Do I have that zoom on? It shouldn't be zoomed in. Hang on a second. Just seems like the image is off. I think that's the stove. Yep, that's a stove. Now it is zoomed in. No, it's not zoomed in. So I'm not sure why it looks like it's cutting off. Because usually I have stuff like over here. Alright, I just need to remember to keep it up. So, I'm going to pour in our ginger beer. And I'm using a cheap little mixer here. Not like a real one made out of stainless steel or anything. This is a cheap little plastic one I picked up. It does the job. That's settled. We need 4.5 ounces of rum. Now, we're going to use our special little Leopold jigger. Got this from LPIMS in one of her giveaways. LPIMS, she does a weekly bartending stream called 2 Drinks Tuesday. You should check her out. So, it calls for actually 4.5 ounces, but I'm just going to do 4. So we're doing 2, which is up to the lip. Not spill it. And that helps bring down the foam a little bit. And this is I tried this yesterday. It's a very tart drink. Okay, I think you can see that. Yep. Again, if the sound is bad or the pictures are bad, let me know. Okay. So 4 ounces of the rum. And then we want 3 ounces of the cherry juice. Now this is a organic tart cherry from Whole Foods. I don't know if there's better. I'm not a big organic person, but anyway. It says 3 ounces, so we'll do 2. This does make it very cherry flavored and very tart. Like I said, I tried it yesterday. Okay. 2. And then 3. Got 1 ounce on the other side. And this thing also has like parts of an ounce. There's little lines in there. Okay. That's cherry juice, and the lime juice calls for 1.5 ounces. See, this thing's almost full. 1.5 ounces, that's basically almost to the lip of the 2 ouncer here. There's a little line. Ow. Nice. Careful how you squeeze it. Hopefully I didn't get that on the cookbook, so I need to wipe it off. Should have probably just taken the top off of this, so it just pours. Okay. Oh yeah, that's way full. Let me wipe up some of this mess. So this drink should last at least well into, hopefully, the second recipe. Good. None on the cookbook. Ooh, some on the laptop. That's not good. Just on the lip. Okay. Let me put this stuff away. It's trash. And this thing, I remember it kind of fizzed over when I shook it. Because of the carbonation in the ginger beer, so try not to let it fizz. Oh, yep, it's fizzing. A little bit of carbonation in there. So, should be able to see this. Ooh, it's taken the whole thing. Sweet. Didn't put too much ice in there like I did yesterday. And we have a mess. That aside. Yeah, generally you don't use a shaker with carbonated beverages. Otherwise, you're going to have a little fizz like we did. Paper towels right here. Oh, got the rum back. Never want to lose track of your rum. Okay, so before I even sip it, I want to rinse this out. The one with the jigger. That way it's all nice and clean in case we want to do another one later. We also have beer, which we can do. So we'll set it over here and let it drain. And our jigger, we want to clean that. That way it's nice and clean for our next use. Okay. Redeem. Oh, Christ. What did you... Okay. Oh, the voice changer. Actually, I meant to do that before I even started. Because I'm using the Blue Yeti World of Warcraft Edition mic. Which is really kind of cool. So, okay. First off... Alright. Show... Where am I? Redemption's not shown. Oh, there they are. Okay. Bender. Okay, show an antique. Here's an antique. But, in all seriousness, I have a real antique here. This is an antique iron. Belonged to my father's mother. Circa maybe late 1900. Late 19 teens into early 1920s. Basically, they poured hot water in here, and that heated this up, and they used this for an iron. So this is your antique that you get to see. It's kind of heavy, too. I mean, this thing is solid. As you can see, it's a little rusty in there. Hasn't been used in probably since before I was born. But anyway, there you go. There's your antique. Okay. And the voice changer. Oh, wait. No, let's do the voice changer. Ooh, spot on my mouse. Man, it splashed everywhere. Alright, I forgot to even bring up the voice changer. I was trying to prep everything else. I forgot about that. Let's see. Is it this? I think so. God, I can't read that. The text is too small. Jesus, wait a minute. Benbert. Oh, your redemption has shown up twice. But anyway, okay. So all I'm missing is the voice changer. He should wear the hat. No. We do not have the Russian hat. However, I'll wear this one. I think some of the cooks in World of Warcraft wore this. Oh, it doesn't get too hot. Man, that's tight. Yeah, it's just elastic. It's not adjustable. So anyway, okay. So, voice changer. Let's see if I can do this right. Where'd it go? Hello? It disappeared. Oh, I moved the screen. That's why. Sorry, I don't have my big monitors down here, so... Okay. Oh, wow, see... Oh, yeah. I collect antiques. I have things like, well, books mainly, but like my grandfather's on my mother's side, his old spittoon. It's kind of a cheap aluminum. And then things like, well, a bunch of books. I've got some other stuff. Oh, I've got an old typewriter, circa like maybe 40s, something like that. Okay, let's see if we can find a good voice for you here. Let's see. God, I can't see this. So, all right, let's do an orc.
Okay, how does this sound? The orc, well, the voices in this voice changer are not that great, but they're better than nothing. So, Arr, Cherry Grog. Oh god, that is tart and sweet. Okay, so the voice changer's working? Sound good? If so, we'll leave it up. Otherwise, we can change it to something else. Let's see. So I can keep track of the redemptions. Okay. I'm assuming that little laughing thing means you like it. Okay. So, that was our cherry grog. Very easy. So again, calls for 6 ounces of ginger beer, 4.5 ounces of rum, I only used 4, 3 ounces of a tart cherry juice, which is what we used. No, I don't know how to speak in Orcish. Kind of like Klingon. I haven't learned Klingon yet either. So, you know, I don't know. I don't remember Warcraft. It's been actually probably a year or 2 since I've played World of Warcraft. Been playing it off and on since it went well. Actually, since the beta. That's what a lot of the screenshots you may be seeing in the upper left-hand corner of the screen is a lot of my old gameplay. Some of it recent too. Okay, so for the cherry grog, again, 6 ounces of ginger beer, 4.5 ounces of rum, 3 ounces of the tart cherry juice, 1.5 ounces of a lime juice, and actually it calls for like a lime slice. Actually, it looks like it used lemon. So I guess you could do a lemon slice or a lime slice or a toothpick with cherries on it, but this thing really does not work well for a slice on the side like a normal glass would, so we're skipping that. So anyway, let's see, I played from launch to sometime in Burning Crusade and then played on and off, recently most on private servers. Yeah, I know some of you guys are playing over on a private server with Stubbler and stuff. I've only played on the public server, so never really knew that many people to play with to do that. Okay, so that was our cherry grog. So our first recipe was supposed to be crispy bat wings. Unfortunately, the bat wings I had in a bag in the freezer were so old they were freezer burned, coated in ice, and they just did not look good at all. So we skipped the crispy bat wings, and we're going for an appetizer called Cracker Snacks. You can see that. Basically, it is bacon baked with a coating of brown sugar, and some special spices. So actually, we need to make the spices first. Called Northern Spices. Okay? So, the Northern Spices versus a mortar and pestle actually calls it to be ground up in something like this. So they didn't really do the authentic, World of Warcraft. They had electrical appliances type of thing. So, put that in there. So, it calls for, we got all the ingredients right here. See, I tried to get prepared. So, and yeah, that positioning just doesn't feel right. Okay, so we want a tablespoon of cardamom. So we have some ground cardamom here. And yeah, couldn't find any good World of Warcraft music except really from the game, and I figured, yeah, that might not go over well on Twitch. So it might come out. Hang on. There we go. So we want a tablespoon, and we're not going to use all this spice, so we're going to store it off. I think we only need like a teaspoon or tablespoon for the entire recipe. Oh man, that's not corn at all. So this will be a big batch that I can use later for other recipes. A lot of these recipes calls for different spices that are made per the cookbook. Okay, so it's a rough tablespoon, not exactly perfect. I may need to get more ground cardamom. Ooh, nice odor. Okay, so we want a tablespoon of dry juniper berries. Dry juniper berries. Use a lot of this for brewing and such. Meads and stuff like that. Could have maybe set these out and dried them a little bit more, but they're pretty much dried already. Okay. Next is smoked salt. And I actually bought some smoked salt yesterday just to discover I already had some. So this came in a food box, and I haven't even opened it. It's called Folk Salt Crystal Flakes, Natural Sea Salt. Alright, get this torn off. And this calls for 1 teaspoon. Yeah, some of this could be rough to put in a mortar and pestle. Especially those juniper berries. Okay. Half a teaspoon of pepper. Let me just have some normal pepper here. Half a teaspoon. And then ginger. And we got some ground ginger here. Nice and fresh. I actually have some ginger root, but I wasn't sure about using that for this, because it would still be pretty moist. So this was also a half teaspoon. Yeah, close enough. And then there's allspice or nutmeg, and we are going to use some nutmeg. And this is a 1/4 teaspoon. Put the 1/4 in there. That's an 1/8. See, and if you notice, they've got this little curve thing here, so you can dip it in and then scrape off the top to get a level measurement. These are the old style spice things you used to get in little cans. I've still got a few of those. So, okay. Now we're going to mix it, and actually it says combine it and run through a spice grinder or a coffee grinder. Well, this is a coffee grinder, but it'll work as a spice grinder. Let's see. Until there are no large pieces. So basically grind it smooth. Not sure how it's going to work with the juniper berries, but we'll see. You can see that? Yep. See how it looks. Oh, nice. I don't even see the juniper berries in there. Oh, I can smell them though. Okay. So we got a nice little container here left over from one of my food boxes. And we will pour that in there. And now we have some World of Warcraft Northern Spices pre-made. And I need to clean this out, but we'll do that later. Set this aside. probably keep that one as my spice grinder. And I have one for coffee. So now, we're going back to the tracker snacks. And again, this is basically a baked bacon in a coating in the oven. So, 375. Pan here. Okay. Mix together the brown sugar and northern spices. And then we cut the bacon strips. I already got the bacon strips cut in half. And I already have the brown sugar. So, half a cup. This is a half a cup of brown sugar, pre-measured. So, man, I think it's because I used to have the camera over to the left here, hanging off the mic, and now that I've got it centered, it just positions different. Okay. So we want to mix this all together. Cut the bacon strips in half. They're already pre-cut. Then dip each piece into the sugar mix, covering both sides lightly and brushing off any excess. Then lay it on the sugared piece. On the rack. That's right. Let's do this over here. You see this. So we need a rack. This bigger rack will fit. Okay, we'll use this bigger rack. Hopefully you hear me over there. So we will mix this with a tablespoon of the seasoning. Actually, a tablespoon is about half of what we made. And we'll just mix this up. Get all that spices into the brown sugar. That's all this is that spices, that spice mix we just made. And the brown sugar, half a cup. Kind of break it up a bit. By the way, how's that voice changer working for you, Cheeky? Can you even understand it? Does it sound okay? I haven't played much with the voice changer. I know there's much better ones out there, but this one came with the mic, so. Okay. Okay. So let's do this over on the stove where you can see it. Yep, it's pretty good. Sweet. I'll have to listen to the VOD and see what it sounds like. I just want to make sure there's no bread or no egg or anything to mix it in, so it's just the sogginess of the bacon. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me or not over the stove. Again, this is fresh bacon, just thawed out since last night. I'm gonna have it. Imagine I can sort of scramble it. I guess it basically they have a light coating. I don't know if we'll do this entire pound that calls for. Whatever is left, I may either make later or just bake up the bacon breakfast. Not too bad. If this tastes good, it's going to be sweet, I know. But if it tastes good. wouldn't last too long. We'll just do 6 pieces. Around here. So again, I don't remember this recipe from in the game, but it seems simple enough for an appetizer or a snack. So again, what was it called? Tracker snacks. Unless it's a new recipe since I played last. Just don't recall. Again, hook the camera above the stove is working. According to my view, it is. I wonder if I need to take that zoom off. Because that one is zoomed in. Hang on. And that is the wrong cam view. I need to work on some of my setup here. Here we go. Alright, we're going to take the zoom off that stove. There. We can see a little bit better. Okay. And a sip of our grog. Again, I love this mug. This thing's great. I almost wish I'd have gotten me a 20 ounce. Be careful because it's a new oven. The heat is really coming out right back here. So I can't set anything close to the back. I'm actually tilting this skillet. Every time I use one of these things, so I scrub it with water and brush, and then some olive oil, and just grease the pan again to keep the seasoning. That heat helps. Okay. Oh, that was the oven tip. Now, unlike my old oven, it used to have a countdown on the display. This one does not. There's no indication that it's actually heated up other than that beep, and if you miss that. It's funny, the old oven I had was from like over 20 years ago. And the heating element finally went out, they decided just to replace it. Basically, because I've been asking them for years because the broiler never worked. So this one works great, heats well, the broiler works, I used it last night. Only problem is the controls are so primitive compared to the old one. I mean, this like seems like something before they had all the nice gimmicks with timers and settings that you could get on longer appliances. Of course, it's an apartment complex, so they went cheap. Not like they're going to buy top of the line. Alright, I think we're going to do that. So it's 3, 6, that's 9 pieces. So we'll save the rest of this bacon, and I will save the rest of that mix for another time. Like I said, I'll either cook the bacon for lunch or breakfast, or I'll just make another batch of this maybe later. So, where's the lid? Where's the lid for the bacon? Let me find a container for this. We'll put this in the oven first. This was for, as you can see, there it is. 15 to 20 minutes, then start checking. Okay, computer. Set oven timer for 15 minutes.
Oven timer, 15 minutes. Starting now.
I have this chair out here for Bowser, but it kind of gets in the way of the oven. Stick this in the fridge. Spot. Okay, container for that. He'll save all this sugary goodness. Not pouring this very well. Ah. Getting a lot of it on the counter. I was hoping it would go through the funnel, but it's not. Okay, fine. I should have just used a piece of newspaper. Thing is, I haven't had a newspaper in years. Need this for later. Oh, they're from Wrath of the Lich King? Really? I don't remember it. Is it a Horde or an Alliance recipe, or a combo? Because I actually don't remember. I used to collect all those recipes. Okay. Start putting some of this stuff away. Okay, that's that. Some spicers. Spicers. Okay. So we check that. Let's see. I set the timer for 15 minutes, so 15 to 20, and check until it is. Let's see. Depends upon how you like your baking. If you like it extra crispy, so bake a little longer. When finished, remove from the oven and gently pat dry to soak up any extra fat on top of the bacon. I'll cool in a rack and transfer to a clean plate. Okay. So a little bit of time on that. And our next recipe, and this is one that's going to be interesting. And let me get some stuff out of the fridge. Okay. This calls for spider meat. Okay, let's see. Hey Felix, welcome in. We are cooking recipes from the World of Warcraft Cookbook. We made our drink, which is a cherry grog. I don't know which alliance or the Horde this is from. It doesn't actually say in the cookbook, and to be honest, some of these recipes I don't quite remember. It's been so long since I played. We just put tracker snacks in the oven. Basically coated bacon in brown sugar and a northern spices mix called for by the cookbook. And we are just getting ready to start on Crunchy Spider Surprise. I remember we got this one, I think, in the Alliance in the beginning area. I don't know if the Horde got it too. But I always found it interesting, eating crunchy spiders. Yum yum. Okay. Let me put this away, unless we make another drink. Okay. So this calls for some spider meat. Ignore the word crab. Crabs are kind of spiderishy. And wonton wrappers. Now this calls for a lot. I don't know if we're going to make this much as it calls for. Oh. First off, we need to separate an egg. And where'd my egg separator go? I had it out. Seriously? I had an egg separator. Where the heck did it go? It was right here. I even remember getting. Oh, here it is. So we have an egg separator. Separate the yolk from the whites. So let's do that first. bowls here. Okay. Now we'll see how good I am at separating this. Already splashing. Let's see if I can do this right. So this should separate the yolks. Should stay in this while the whites dribble through. Come on. Unless I totally screw up the egg yolk. And I did. Okay. Yep. Not very well practiced at this. I know some people can do it just by the egg shell, but again, I've rarely done it and just not that practice. Didn't break the eggshell cleanly. So let's see if we get some of that yolk out. We'll still have some yolk in our white, but it's not like we're making like a frosting or anything. So it probably won't make too much of a difference. Probably more in the flavor than the consistency. Yeah, I think we can live with that. Okay, so it's our white with a little bit of yolk in there. There's our yolk. Just a touch of white in there. Okay, so we've got our eggs separated. Now in a small bowl, beat the egg white. A splash of water. Guess we use this. A splash of water. Alright. Yeah, you still see the yellow from the egg yolk. Again, hopefully it doesn't affect the recipe. Get the egg yolk all over the counter where that kind of splashed. Okay. So, slice the wonton wrappers into very thin strips. See, I thought we were just going to wrap the meat in the wonton wrappers, but apparently not. So we need to cut these into thin strips. We'll see how this recipe turns out. If you can see this, I'm only going to do half of these wonton wrappers. It actually calls for, got it, 8 ounces. And I pulled basically 6 ounces of a 12 ounce bag. So this is basically 3 ounces worth right here. But we may not make the full amount of what the recipe calls for, because that's going to be a lot. So we got these all cut up into thin little slices. Try to separate them out. Hopefully you can see that. So that's going to be our coating on our nice, crunchy, spidery center. And if we need more, we can cut more. Back in the bag so they don't dry out too much. I like wonton wrappers. You can make all kinds of nice little filled things. Okay, combine the spider meat, salt, pepper, cornstarch, egg yolk, and seasoning in a food processor. Yeah, again, unlike some of these themed cookbooks, they're having us use modern appliances in the World of Warcraft versus like, you know, say mix it in a mortar and pestle or a big kettle or something. Okay, let's see if I mix anything. Ice cream. How long has that voice changer been on, by the way? Seems like it's been... Oh, you're right. Actually, though, due to the stream, I'm wondering if we should just leave it on until somebody wants it changed. What do you guys think? I mean, it is World of Warcraft, so speaking in a World of Warcraft voice seems appropriate. If you guys want me to leave it on, I'll just leave it on until somebody changes it. Redeems something else or redeems no voice. It's no fun if he forgets and keeps it on. Hush you. Alright. Tell you what then, we'll change it. We'll turn it off. Ah, it's a bit grog. Alright, let me change it. And
we should now be back to normal. Yeah, I forgot. I should have set a timer for that. This is the first time anybody... No. I think Dream redeemed it once before. It's a fairly new redemption. Okay. So, we want to combine the... What says... Yeah. Let's put that in last, the spider meat. So the salt. And where'd our salt? Salt. We want a teaspoon of salt. Okay, a teaspoon of sugar. Have any of you ever cooked where it calls for like what you thought was a tablespoon of something and it turned out it was a teaspoon? And you're like, oh shit, I put in a tablespoon. Done that many times. Okay, now this calls for a tablespoon of cornstarch. Cornstarch. There's an old Miracle Whip jar. This is like a powder. It is cornstarch, right? Not sugar? Yep, cornstarch. Clean that. Okay, so the cornstarch, the egg yolk. I think I got this positioned where you can't see it. Yeah, I may need to rethink the positioning of that camera. Okay. So the egg yolk and the seasoning, which was a pinch of red and black pepper. Okay, you do red pepper. Got red pepper flakes. Of course, if I can find it. Fresh red pepper. It's not open. I don't got it open here. Come on, mint. Start this one. Red pepper. Yeah, they're all open. I had one of those. Alright, just broke the new red pepper. Oh. If you ever get that,
Your oven timer is done.
let's check our tracker bytes. Oh. Computer, stop the timer. Ooh. Tell you what, let's do 5 more minutes. Computer, set timer, oven timer for 5 minutes.
Oven timer. 5
Okay.
minutes.
This is
Starting
just a
now.
pinch. believe it or not, I've actually got a little thing here that says a pinch. But a pinch is also basically a pinch. So, do a little pinch of the red pepper flakes. And we do their pepper. A pinch of regular pepper too. And by the way, if you want to get my attention, if I'm not paying attention, there is a free sound redemption on the sound alerts. Doesn't cost you a darn thing, and it's a good way to alert me to something. Like, you know, wrong screen. You've got an emergency. I've got an emergency, whatever. I need more paper towels. God, my feet are starting to hurt already. Okay. So.
Listen.
Yes. And nice crown. No fun if he forgets it. Okay, I don't mind either way you decide. It just says, okay, a normal voice. Was your points? Use your points or quit complaining. Oh man, Alshron, you should wear an apron so you can talk smack on a certain person's cooking streams. Actually, I do have some aprons. If you want me to put on an apron? Oh. I like this one. This Swedish shit. Of course, I'm not sure it really applies for a World of Warcraft cooking stream. But I think I need to get a third camera for the cooking streams. Because what you're seeing me on is the laptop camera, and it's not that great. Let's see, can I tie this from behind? Yep, there you go. Feel better now? Okay. Dream Tank played Hey Listen, so I'm assuming you wanted the apron. There you go. It's going to get warm in here with this apron on. Okay, so now the spider meat calls for 1 pound. Okay, I'm going to be eating this stuff because this is 8 ounces. This is basically a pound. I'm going to be eating this stuff for like days. Better be good. So just think about catching some big old hairy spider in Azeroth, cooking it up in a nice breading. Here we go. Spider meat. Looks yummy, doesn't it? Okay, calls for all of it. Which means I probably need to cut up the rest of that. Oh. Okay. I guess I could save this and not use it all. Yeah, let's put in half. I'm sure if I like these, I can make some more. If not, we can come up with another use for it. Should be good for a couple days. Actually, sell by. Nice. Oh no, sell by. I thought it said July 30th of this year, but it's of next year. But now that it's opened, spider meat, yum. Doesn't that just look yummy? Got all the hairs off their legs cut off. No more compound eyes. Well, they may have mixed it in. Yummy. I think you're seeing that, yeah. Actually, though, I put in all the spices. Screw it. We'll just do the whole thing. I can always save off what I don't use. Okay. So, we've got the spider meat, the salt, the sugar, the cornstarch, the egg yolk, And the seasoning. And our timer's done.
Your oven timer is done.
Alright, these look done this time.
Your oven timer is done.
That looks good. What do you think? Looks good. You can't see that well. Computer,
Your oven timer.
shut up. There you go. Ow, that's hot. That is hot. Hot, 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 hot. This is supposedly one of those thermal gloves, and that was bleeding through. Hot, hot, hot. So, okay, it did say on that to, when finished, gently pat dry to soak up the extra fat on the top. So we'll do that. Yeah, there's some fat on the top. Yep. Get too much of the seasoning. Just get the extra. This looks like a nice little trail. Well, tracker mix, so I can see a tracker out on the trail. Okay, we'll let that cool. And we'll try that in a little bit. As we drink more of our cherry grog. Oi. For anybody who came in late, I did get a World of Warcraft banner to hang up. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, so I got it hung over the fridge. It's cutesy. Okay. Let's cut up some more of these wonton strips. I think we're going to need it. We need a bigger thing. You see this? Yep. So we're cutting up these wontons into small strips. This is probably considered our main course. And after this, we have some Dalaran brownies to make for our dessert. Oh, yeah, those are not cutting right. Okay. These are not sticky, so they're not sticking together. They're all just kind of loose and easy. And this is what we're going to coat our spider mixture in. So, we'll save this just in case. Okay. And our mixer. I don't know why that cam is not picking up a wider view. So, okay, so. And reread it. So blend until completely mixed. Okay. 2 inches of oil. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Let's do that. Move this pan before I burn it, or burn my hand. Okay. We're gonna fry it in this pot. We're using canola oil, a good oil to do deep frying. What about 2 inches of salt? And vegetables. And do I want to start heating that up yet? 2K. To medium heat. to this new stove, that's medium heat. We'll see how well that works. Maybe too hot, we'll find out. So, now, our spider mixture. So let's see, we want to blend it until it's completely mixed. So, all the different settings, so many settings. No idea. We'll go halfway. Nice, it's not even moving. Okay. Of course, this did say a food processor, and this is a mixer. But my food processor is not clean. I haven't used it in a long time. Well, I do have a little tiny one maybe I can use. Let's see if we can get this to work. If not, we may have to try that little food processor. Yep, it is not working. Alright, one moment. A little itsy bitsy teeny weeny food processor here. We'll try this. Move this out of the way. Maybe with the spider meat on the bottom, that'll help. And I hope we didn't lose too many of the spices in this one. Yep, get all this spicy goodness off the bottom. Come on. All right. Whoop. Don't press the button when you plug it in. Here we go. So, hopefully you can see that. This isn't working too much better either. It's just not digging into it. This meat is just too thick, I think. May have to end up mixing it manually. It is not mixing, not combining. So we may get some of this with the spices in it and some of it not so much. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go to a bowl and just manually mix it. This is just not working. Because it does say what until it's completely mixed, not like liquefied or anything. Alright, we'll try it once more and then just do it in a bowl. Helps you plug it in. Yep, not working. Okay, we had that spare bowl with nothing but the wontons in it. We're going to use that. Come on, let go. I mean, it's mainly to mix the spices in with the meat, so... Oh, go down to disposal. You're not supposed to go down there. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. And our bacon, by the way. Yum. So this is our tracker bites. Okay. Oh, that's good. That is so good. Mmm. Yeah, I think it's just this meat is so thick that even compacting it, I'm not sure how well it would have done. If I had a, which I do, it's outside somewhere in the garage, a bigger food processor with a wider base, and it would all bend down on the bottom and it would all get hit by the blades. But the mixer, a little bit can fit down there at a time. And with that little food processor, yeah, this is just probably more than it can handle. I'm trying to remember why I bought that. It was for something small. Okay. I mean, all it was to do was basically mix up the meat with the spices. And most of it's in there. Well, all the spices are in there, but anyway. Okay, so... more grog. Ooh. It helps with the ice melting. Dilutes it a little bit. Oh. Pepper. Alright. So now, this is the part which is going to be interesting. So you make it into roughly 2-inch balls. And I thought I'd try this little doohickey, which does have two holes in it, but that still could make me a decent-sized ball. And then you form the ball, okay, 2 inches across. Dip each ball into the beaten egg, then into the sliced wonton. I'm still not sure how it's going to get... how this wonton stuff is going to work, because it looks like it should wrap all around the ball. I'm going to have to get my fingers dirty here, so. Ooh, this tracker stuff is good. Good. I just dropped some oil on the floor. Very good. Alright. Alright, before I try the hands, I'm going to try this once and see if it gives me a decent sized ball. Probably not. Because I think this is not going to compact it the way it should be. Or, I could be wrong. Actually, that did kind of work. Of course, the hands would have worked just as well. So, we coat it in the egg white with a little bit of yolk in there. And this is the part I'm just not sure about. I guess we... Oh, they are kind of sticking to it. Okay. So let's see, just make sure I'm doing this right. God, I can't read that. Taking care to cover the whole ball and squeezing gently to get the strips in place. So, okay, I guess this is going to work. It picked up a lot of those. And when we deep fry them, we'll have crispy fried wontons on the outside and a nice mixture in between. Now, that ball looks a little bit big. Because this says it makes how many? 24 balls. Yeah, I need to do smaller. Do a smaller one. That's a huge one. Half a cup of brown... Okay. Cheeky asked what were the spices used in the tracker snack. So a half a cup of brown sugar mixed in with the northern spices. And I will have to go back to that page when my hands are clean to tell you what is in the northern spices. But it was like half a dozen things. And basically... Oh. Dribbled egg everywhere. And basically, you know, it's kind of like in the Skyrim cookbook, you know, they call for specialty spices representative of the world. And that's what these are. Basically, these, I guess, are considered northern as in from, you know, the... Oh, God. What's the northern continent again? I can't remember it. You know, with the Ice King and all that. Or the Lich King. I'm assuming that's what this, when it says northern spices represent. Trying to remember. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't want to get this junk on the pages. So give me a minute, and I will tell you what the northern spices are made of. Actually, I did notice that if you just Google the cookbook, sometimes you can see the entire recipes on an image. You might just want to try Googling Tracker Snacks World of Warcraft cookbook. See what comes up. You may even find the recipe. Oh, and well, you'll need to look up the northern spices portion. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Deep frying these things. Yeah, I'm not going to get 24 balls. No way. I may get 6 out of this. But that's fine. Only one person. I wonder if I'm going to need more fried wontons. Or not. Keep saying wonton. Yeah, I'm not going to have any left over here. What are we doing on time? Not bad. We aren't even halfway through, and we're already on our second recipe. So we should have plenty of time for the brownies. The brownies are a little more complicated. I noticed there's a lot more to them in the recipe. And we're making the icing too. Come on. Yeah, that one was huge. Tell you what, I'm wondering, maybe just do one more ball. Could be a little bit bigger. Maybe not as big as that. Well, might be about as big as that first one. That'll give us 6 total. I see you down there. You smell food and you want some. You can't have that bacon, sorry. Too much sugar in it for you. Okay. Ooh, that oil. I think I can smell it from here. Okay. Oddly enough, that spider meat smells like crab. Interesting. Okay, so we got some left over there. We'll toss that. Not really good for anything. And the yolk. Spilled some of it when we're transferring. Okay, so let's see. This says to, lower each wrapped ball into the hot oil and cook for several minutes on each side until the wonton strips are crispy and the insides are cooked. So, here we go. Oh yeah, that oil is hot. So this should be interesting. And we have a nice little spoon here we can use from our wok. Let's have something better. I think this will work. Boom! That's one. Two. Let's do 3 at a time. I think you can see that. Yep. Actually, let me go back to the zoom in view. Oh, wrong one. Come on, zoom. Okay. Oh, it's already getting crispy. Almost burnt. And we should have had something to put this on. That's too hot. Okay, we're gonna borrow our rack over here. See, that burnt the outsides too quickly, and I'm not sure the inside is even cooked. Ah! Damn it. Okay. So let's let that oil simmer a bit. Or not simmer, cool down a bit. Or our bacon things. Okay. See, they're supposed to be golden brown, and they're turning black almost immediately. I think I had the burner set way too high. I found it with Google. Your meat vendor has fooled you and sold you cheaper crab meat in the place of the expensive spider meat. This is true. I guess we could go hunt down our own spiders. But that would be a hell of a lot of spiders to get that much meat. A hell of a lot. Okay. Yeah, those first 3 may not be any good because it burnt the wontons. And I don't think it was in there nearly long enough to cook the meat. Maybe at a lower temperature would work. Oh, I forgot to turn off the oven. Okay, Okay, we'll get some of this out of the way so we can reuse this rack over here. Yeah, see, those are kind of burnt. Let's try one. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, see how quickly it's browning? Yep, it's still too hot. The color is better, but it wasn't in there nearly long enough. So this, I guess, may turn out good, may not. I don't know. Yeah, not big enough spiders here, at least. Would need thousands. Yeah. It said medium on the oil. And that was on medium on this stove. But just like my previous stove, I've always had to turn it to low. To get, you know, so it doesn't burn too much. We may have to make another one of these. Either that or we go to beer. So yeah, I've got it turned down to, it's just one notch above low. So on the scale here, it looks like 7 is high. So about 3.5 would be medium. I'm setting it down to 2. Thing is, that oil is already hot, so we need to let it cool down a bit. So you did find out the spices for the northern spices. Is that what you said, Cheeky? If not, here, I can find it real quick. Yeah, okay. For anybody else, there's the recipe for the northern spices, which this recipe called for. No, I'm sorry, the tracker snacks called for. So. Alright, let's eat another tracker. Man, these tracker snacks, they're going quickly. We're talking bacon here. I don't know anybody that doesn't like bacon. Hi. You know, I thought about doing this in my wok versus this pan. But the wok I didn't think could get... I couldn't get the oil deep enough. See, that's a little better. Computer, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
So those first 3, we may put them back in with the oil lower, let them cook a little bit longer. That may help cook the meat. And then they'll just be a little bit too crunchy probably on the outside. But I hate to waste them. Crow. Any questions or comments so far? God, I love this mug. This can hold a lot. We're gonna have to make another one of those. I agree. Of course, you know, if you don't eat meat, you probably aren't into bacon, but... Yeah, see, this is still getting too dark, I think. It still looks a little burnt. I'm gonna have to put this on low. Computer, stop. Yeah, so like I said, this called for medium heat, but I'm having to put it on low. It's just burning the wontons too quickly. And according to the picture, they are supposed to be a golden brown, not black like some of those were. So, I didn't even make a dip for these, but I'm not sure if we'll even have any to eat at this rate. So let's see, the Delarian brownies, those are up next. We will need the oven at 350. Turn on now. That all set. Oh man. At least these turned out good. I'm going to eat all these. Very good. I think the rest of that bacon. Good stuff, yep. I think the rest of that bacon I'm definitely going to bake up. And it's starting to get warm in here, so 1 minute, I'm going to hook up the fan. Let's get 71 here. Feels like 40 something. Let me know if you can hear that fan. It's behind the mic, so hopefully it doesn't get picked up. It puts a little breeze in here. Okay. Yeah, see, that's burnt. Alright, we'll try one more. Current temperature. See, it's still bubbling away. Computer, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
It's already starting to brown. Smaller bowls probably would have worked better, because then they could have cooked more quickly than some of these bigger bowls. Have to remember that. So, yeah, those balls, which I thought were about 2 inches, are way too big. Could have done little tiny, well, I think they even said golf ball size now that I think about it. This one may work out better. Still a little browner than I like. This is not black yet, but it's getting brown a little bit quicker. Computer, stop. Computer, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Alright, see that boiling away there. You know, versus using the mixer, I'm thinking I'll just put everything in here and stir it. Might be more efficient. Is that the cup dripping? What was that? This better not be leaking. This cup is brand new. If it's leaking, I'm gonna be pissed. No, I think it just sloshed. Okay. Hey, this last one isn't too bad. It's brownish versus blackish. Computer. This one should at least be cooked through if not a little bit too dark on the outside. Computer. Set timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
I'm gonna have to try this one again sometime. Need to get more spider meat, aka crab, and give this another whirl. Yeah, it's starting to get too brown again. definitely smaller balls. Computer, stop. Okay, let's take one of these, cut it in half, and take a look at the inside. This is probably our best bet, this one here. Yeah, it's definitely crunchy. Actually, it doesn't look half bad. What do you guys think? I'm willing to take a bite. Now the wonton. Yeah, it's almost charcoal. Definitely the bowls need to be smaller. Temperature needs to be lower. Otherwise it just burns too quickly on the outside. Tell you what. Do a quick dip of this oatmeal. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll eat most of those because the outside is just too burnt. And I don't trust that the inside is fully cooked. I'm not even sure this one's fully cooked. Ah, hot. Okay. Should have waited a minute. That's a little hot. Ooh, 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 burn, burn. Crunch made me hungry. Actually, it's still good. It doesn't taste awful, but it could be better. If you've ever had a good crispy fried wonton, you know that satisfying crunch, and it's just brown just right, and the meat is still good in the center. This one, again, oil was too hot. And I think the meat mixtures were too big. I should have made them half the size of the smallest one. All right, let's see. Still a little bit hot, but not bad. Again, the wontons are a little overdone, crispy, to the point of where a couple of pieces are kind of like charcoaly. But still, it's not bad. Especially the one I kind of recooked for a little bit. I guess if you're actually going to eat deep fried spider meat, this is probably what you'd end up with. It's not horrible, but it's not a gourmet meal either. Yeah, see, that's too black. Somebody chose to show another antique. I wonder who that was. Alright, let's see. See what I got. Okay. Got an old novel here. It's not in the best of shape. It is... What's it called? Cast Up by the Sea. Copyright 1869. So it's a novel of some sort. Gold medalist of the Royal Geological Society. Complete with 10 illustrations. So yeah, it's a novel. It's not like fiction, or it's not like nonfiction. I haven't read this one. But there you are. There's an antique. Over 100 years old, this book. Again, copyright says 1869, New York Harper and Brothers. It's well used. When I got it, it was already falling apart. As you can see, the pages are kind of falling out. There's a nice illustration. Yeah, see, the whole binding is kind of coming apart. Yep. I've actually got one somewhere of, it's a reprint of Darwin's Theory of Evolution. Yeah, try to get an original of that. But yes, I collect antique books. This is one of them. So there you go. There's an antique. Oh, my nose is running a little bit from that, the hotness of that. Hang on. Ah. Okay. So. I'm going to cut up one more and let it deep fry a little bit longer to cook the center. Because seriously, it didn't taste bad. I mean, the wonton was a little overdone, but the insides make up for it. And even the insides don't look half bad. But we'll let them deep fry just a little bit longer. Yeah, see, if I'd have had it on low to begin with, I think would have been much better off, even with these sides. It's getting to the insides now, and it's bubbling up. Yeah, it's a little more cooked in the center this time. So we will let that cool off for a minute, and we'll start looking at our next recipe. No, we will make another grog, cherry grog. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys choose. Should I make another cherry grog or just drink an ale? An ale goes really good in here too. And if nobody chooses, I will choose for you. Yeah, see, this outside is burnt. It's a shame. This would have been really good if it had browned properly. I will have to try this one again. Grog. Okay, grog it is. Cheeky has spoken. Alright. Glass of the grog. Get some more ice. Alright. And we brought in one more ginger beer, lime, cherry, and the rum. Need another plate for my Gucci. You can use any old shot glass. I just like using this jigger. So again, if I recall, it is 4 of the rum. Well, 4.5, but we're only doing 4. Ooh, and we're almost out of this. Oh. I just spilled most of that on the counter. That is a crying shame. That's a crime against humanity right there. Spilling rum. What do I get for trying to talk and do something at the same time? Oh man, what a shame. I think that calls for at least another ounce of rum in the drink. I probably spilled at least an ounce. At least it's only on the counter, not everywhere else. So now the counter smells of coconut rum. There we go. The last of it. Oh, we got some on the cookbook. Oh no. And on our cookbook holder. Underneath. Come on, lift up, lift up. Come on. Okay. So we're going to do 1 more ounce of the rum, which is close to the end of the rum. Yep. Last of the rum. Okay. Then it was 3 of the cherry, I think. Hang on. Oh, it's at the back of the book. They always put the drinks at the back. You notice that? Wonder why. Okay. Yeah. 3 of the cherry juice. So 1, 2, and 3. And then the lime is 1.5. Yes, if El Pims is in here, she would be yelling at me for using these pre-mixed lime juice versus doing the real stuff. Oh, I remember this from last time. Get rid of that little top thing if I can. Nope, it's not letting me. All right. Watch it when you squeeze it out then. Yep, there you go. Okay, 1.5. And the ginger beer. And she'd yell at me for using pre-canned ginger beer too, because she makes her own ginger syrup. Or like a Moscow Mule. God, excellent stuff. And this is a little more than 6 ounces, which the recipe calls for. Okay. I've still got plenty of that strawberry rum, but that strawberry and rum, that just didn't sound right. Damn, even crunchy, overburnt. That spider stuff wasn't half bad. It really wasn't. I mean, the crab meat, it was pretty well cooked. Maybe not perfect, but... yeah, I like this mug. I'm going to keep using this puppy. I need to check to see if I ordered the 10 or 20 ounce. Can you imagine a 20 ounce mug? Perfect. Yeah, I don't think it's leaking. I think it's just sloshing over. Here we go. Grog, lads and lasses. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Clean our jigger. Want this nice and clean. And let's see, we did do the second antique. I need to come up with some more antiques. I've got plenty of books and a couple other things. If I missed any redemptions, I don't think I did. Let me know. Put this over here. Hold that. So, we recooked these a little bit. Let's try one. It's cooled off. Little overburnt. Still not bad. Okay. Might be leaking between the liner and the mug as well. Maybe, but it's awfully tight. I think it was just what I detected and thought it was a leak. It just dribbled over. But anything's possible. Yeah, this isn't bad. I really hate to let these others go to waste. I think those big ones I'm going to toss, because I just don't think it got cooked the way through. But these smaller ones, I'm going to cook this last one just a little bit. I mean, I hate to say it's a waste of food, but I definitely don't want to eat it. It's going to make me sick. Give that a minute. But this Tracker Snacks are roaring success. Really couldn't go wrong with this. Lord of the Horde, yes. Actually, when I started Alliance Archer, Night Elf, that was my first character. But as the first couple years of WoW started and went on, I found most of the Alliance players were total assholes. So I started playing Horde, and I still jump back and forth a little bit, but Horde players I found are just more adult. Now, again, this was in the first couple years of WoW. You know, we're talking, what, 15 years ago? Almost. A lot has changed since then. Okay. Delirian Brownies. So this is our dessert. Now this is going to be a little more interesting. There's a lot to this. Actually, now I'm thinking low may be too low, but maybe not. I'll have to experiment with this recipe. I might use something different than the crab meat. Maybe just some pork or something with the wontons and adjust the temperature. Okay, so where are we at? It is We got about an hour and change for into stream. So, Delirian brownies. So, we're going to need our saucepan, which means we need to get rid of this oil. We will set this over here so it can cool down. And I don't know if the rest of you, but I store used cooking oil in jugs. And if I can find somebody that wants it, give it to them. Otherwise, you can actually keep it for a cheap candle. Not candle, making candles, but like an oil lamp. It's dirty, but it works in an emergency. Yeah, this mug with the lining on the outside, it's got quite a lip there, as you can see. So I find that I mean, it seems a tight seal between the inside and the outside, but I just like the look of that mug. That just looks good. I mean, look at that. Nice mug. Okay. So, Delirian brownies. So we're going to want half a cup of butter. Actually, half a cup. Full stick. We want to melt the butter and cocoa powder. So, a third of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. And we have some Hershey's. So we need a third of a cup. Doesn't show me thirds. What do I do with the one that did? Dirty? Oh, yeah, it's dirty. Okay. We have this one. That one's clean. So we want a third of a cup of cocoa powder. Watch me puff it out everywhere. Nope, not even close to a third. Oh, that's more like a half. That's too much. Okay, there's a third of cocoa powder. Oh man, these things are going. I only got 2 left. Definitely make these. These are good. Even cold, these would be great. Kind of like not a jerky per se, but close to it. All right. So we're going to melt this in this pot. And I let this sit out since the beginning of stream, so it's already kind of soft, which is good. It's not cold. And let's see. With the butter and the cocoa powder. Put this on low. Lowest of the low. That start to melt a little bit. Probably should have put in the cocoa powder once it started melting. And we'll go back to our last attempt at these. This is cooled now. Okay. The insides taste excellent. It's still warm, but it tastes cooked. It's the outside with the wontons. Some of it is just charcoaled. So definitely need to try it at a slower temperature, smaller size, and these should turn out perfect. Okay. Once that comes off the stove, we're going to put in 2 eggs, sugar, and vanilla, and mix it, stir it. So basically, we're making a chocolate butter mix here. I'm undecided on those last 3 balls there. I'm wondering if I may try reheating that oil later after stream. And cut them open and try to reheat them. This one didn't get too burnt. These 2 were burnt, but the insides I don't think are fully cooked. Ah, yes, bacon. You know, I bet you throw a little curry or red pepper flakes into the mix for these. Would spice them up a bit. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's see. Our vanilla. So we're heating up the butter and the cocoa powder. Yeah, I probably should have melted the butter first before I put in the cocoa powder and then mixed it into a liquid. It probably would have been better. Right now I've got clumps of the cocoa powder and all the butter isn't melted yet. Could have also broken up the butter a bit more. Smells chocolatey. Hey buddy. Bowser is just loving all these smells. Let it melt a little bit more. Turn it up just a touch. And let's see. So the eggs, vanilla, you have a smooth mixture. Add the dry ingredients. Ooh. We need baking powder, salt, and a half a cup of flour. So I didn't read this one through. I didn't have everything ready. So half a cup of flour. Actually, I've got a half a cup here. I just need something to put in it. We have our baking dish. So I'm gonna, we're gonna need to put it in the pot itself, aren't we? Yeah, so I don't need an extra bowl. I'm an idiot. Not paying attention. I think it's that grog that's starting to hit me. Already 4 ounces of rum, and now another 4 ounces I'm sucking down. Good one. Oh, yes, good. That's right. We need to grease this pan, and this butter is actually for, I think, the icing, but we can use a little to grease the pan with. Okay, maybe not. Could use a spray, but sometimes that just isn't that good. Okay, save that off. kitchen counter's already filling up here with dirty dishes. Alright. Even in hot water, the butter just doesn't want to come off the fingers. Wait. Okay, it's coming off because it's getting really, really hot. Hot. Okay. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I enjoy cooking, whether somebody's watching or not, but if somebody else is enjoying it, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, the last of our bacon. Yes. Definitely got to make more of these. Okay, what we have here on the stove is half a cup of butter, melted, 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. That is pretty much done. Alright, I need another plate. A spoon plate. I should have more of these out to begin with. Okay, so now we want to mix in the sugar, the eggs, and the vanilla. Got our eggs. See if I can crack these open better than the last one. Yeah, here we go. Am I still off center here? Yeah, I am. Definitely need to work on a better camera for the counter here. Okay. Sugar, which is seriously 3/4 of a cup. Wow, that's a lot of sugar. I'm gonna break open another bag of sugar here. That is 3/4 of a cup, exactly. And we need to put in our vanilla too. So, vanilla is 1 teaspoon. And I think last cooking stream or the stream before it, I spilled half this container. But we just want 1 teaspoon. There we go. Vanilla goes a long way. Alright, set vanilla aside. We'll stir this up. And then I believe we just put it in our little pan there. Let it cook for like 30 minutes. Probably should have started this while we're still working on the spider bites. Oh man, it looks good. Nice. And who doesn't like chocolate? It's kind of like bacon. One of the universal foods. So make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Move from the heat, stir in the sugar, the eggs, and the vanilla to smooth. Oh, the dry ingredients, which are half a cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Clabber Girl. Everybody's used this. Quarter. So 1/4 of salt, 1/4 of the baking powder. Again, I got those nice little flat surfaces. Scrape. Spoon. And that oil in that pot over there, every time I move over there, I can feel it. Salt. to do with the salt? Oh, come on. What did I do with the salt? There it is, right in front of me. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now we need 1/2 cup of the flour, which we're going to mix in slowly. Don't want to leave lumps of like the sugar, the salt, or anything in here. Mix it up good. Now 1/2 cup. 1/3 cup. 1/2 cup. Rest of these out of here, out of the way. And actually, I recommend whenever you do flour, you sift it. It helps break it up into a nice, clean, thin mixture. So we'll get our sifter. Good old-fashioned flour sifter. Just like they used to use it in the olden days. And yeah, I'm kind of mixing it in all at once. But since I'm not dumping it in, I'm sifting it in. It should work better. Okay. Yeah, see, it's not like big and lumpy. Still got to be careful. That flour goes everywhere. Get it all mixed in there. Scrape the edges. Hopefully you can see that. Yep, I think you can. Move that aside. Got our greased pan. We greased it with butter. You can use whatever you want. Shortening, a spray greasing for oven dishes. Get all this chocolatey goodness out of here. We got almost all of it. Okay. So smooth. Just let it fill out the bottom. Looks like I missed a little piece of flour there. Okay. That is done. Now we're going to pop that in the oven for a little bit. And while that's baking, we're going to make our icing and stuff. So, for our glaze. So let me make sure. Okay, pour the mixture, prepared pan, and smooth the top. I don't really need to smooth it. It is nice and smooth. So, computer, set oven timer for 25 minutes.
Oven timer, 25 minutes, starting now.
Okay, now we're going to start on the glaze. Definitely running out of space over here. Actually, is this dry? So I just put it back in the bar. No, it is not. You can get better mixers than this one. This is a cheap plastic one. I'd recommend stainless steel. Okay. minute. I'll be right back. Alright, had to go wipe my nose. It's heating here. It's making things a little stuffy. Let me set these things aside. I'm going to try refrying these after stream, cutting them in half or even more. I want to get this out of the way. Gotta find a place for you. You're still hot. Yep. Good, I can sit you over here. Clean it up later. Okay. So now, let's see if I missed anything. See, nice mug. Okay, I am eating. I can watch again. Chocolate creamer is the best. Chocolate creamer for like a drink, you mean? A coffee? Don't end up on the floor again. Hey, Badger, welcome in. Yep, this is our second cherry grog that we're drinking. It's a nice rum-based drink with cherry in it. It's good. And then we made the tracker bites, which basically was a baked bacon. And I've already eaten it all. It was so excellent. And we tried this crunchy spider surprise. And that didn't turn out so well. We were supposed to cook it in oil on medium, and it kind of burnt the outside before. Yeah, there you see it. Before we could cook the insides. Plus, I think I made the balls a little bit too big. So this is what is left. I'm going to cut these into like halves or even quarters, and then fry them again at a lower temperature off stream to cook the insides and try them again. Unfortunately, these are almost too burnt on the outside, the wontons. This one still doesn't look half bad. But that's an experiment for later. And we're now starting on our Dalaran brownies. Yeah, very burnt. They were supposed to like cook in the oil for like 1 to 2 minutes. They turned it golden brown. Within less than a minute, they started turning black. So the oil was way too hot. So that was my mistake. So, learned something there. Wasted a whole pound of spider meat. Ugh, what a waste. Okay, so now we're starting on the Dalaran brownies. We just made the brownie mix. Cocoa, butter, sugar, eggs, flour, salt, and baking powder. We just popped that in the oven, and we got about 20 minutes before that comes out. So, in the meantime, we are going to make the glaze. So, the glaze calls for 3 tablespoons of butter, and that's what we use to grease the pan with. Another third cup of the powder. Which, good, we still got this. So a quarter cup. And thankfully, I should have enough. Maybe even this one container, but if not, I got a second. So a quarter cup? No. So that's dead. And this one... Oh yeah, this has got a bunch in it. Whoop, wait a minute. Oh! Okay. Never beat your cocoa powder that hard. It'll come back to haunt you. Okay, quarter. Nope, a little bit more. Okay, that's a quarter. Now, clean up the mess I made. Last time I did this, it was with powdered sugar, and it just like poof went everywhere. Okay. Paper towels are going through the workout today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wet one down to clean up the rest of this. Hands smell like cocoa though. That's good. Yeah, I got most of that cleaned up. Good enough for the army. Okay. Unless they check you. So, 2 tablespoons of milk. Already had that pre-poured out. And ready. Watch me spill it. Okay, milk, cocoa powder, butter. And this is the bad part. A cup of confectionery sugar. This is what exploded on me in a previous stream. Okay, a cup. Let's use this. No, this one. I find the glass measuring cups are better for liquids versus the plastic are usually better for the dry stuff. But they'll both work. All right. Oh, God, I'm dreading this. God, I hope I have a cup. A little bit. Yep, okay. Computer. Add confectionery sugar to my shopping list.
Confectionery sugar added.
I'm almost out. Let's see. Yeah, don't beat things that well. Now, Dream. There are some things you can beat, and there are some things you shouldn't beat. And I'll let you use your best judgment for that. And who, and what. So let's see, what else I miss? Chug chug, nice. Very burnt, yep. Don't paint things that harsh, got it. You wanted to say something, but refrained. Aww. Glass, yeah, I like glass cooking stuff, like, you know, Pyrex and stuff. But for some dry goods, I have no problems with a plastic measuring cup. And liquids are good too. Now, I wouldn't want to use something sticky like chocolate in here. That's better in the glass, I find. But, yeah, I've got like, what, 1 cup glass, a 2 cup glass. This is a 2 cup plastic. Plus I got some other plastic ones, cheap ones. Okay, so while that is baking, prepare the glaze. Melt the butter in a small saucepan. Another small saucepan. Ow, ow. Ooh, the burner was on. Damn. That was stupid. So, we're going to melt this butter, right? Melt the butter, so we'll let this melt. I forgot that burner was on. Okay. And once that is melted, add the cocoa powder and the milk, stirring to come on. And stir. I like wooden spoons. They don't damage pots and stuff, and they're cheap to replace. Versus like some of the acrylic stuff or metal. Metal can scrape your pans if you're not careful. Okay, this second mug is going quicker than the first. But yeah, this brim, it does leave some on the edge. But it's still good mug. Cheers. Okay. So let's see. Once the butter's melted, and it is melting, add the sugar. No. Wait a minute. God, I can't read that. Add the cocoa powder and the milk, stirring. Gradually add the confectionery sugar, stirring vigorously until you have a thick... Okay, so does it take... Doesn't say to take it off the heat. Okay, so once the brownies come out, we're going to spoon the glaze over the tops of the brownies. Oh, we're supposed to do that after they cool. So slice the cooled brownies into squares, then spoon the glaze over the tops, allowing it to run over the edges, if you like. Dust the top of the brownies with the cocoa and cinnamon. Ooh. Tablespoon each, cocoa powder and ground cinnamon. Let's get that ready. So tablespoon. Okay. Cocoa powder and cinnamon. Let's see. And this cinnamon is almost dead, I think. I got another one. Let's see if I can get a tablespoon out of this. Maybe. So this will actually be sprinkling on top of the glaze, which is on top of the brownies. Yeah, that's about a tablespoon, which already spilled. Come on. And the cocoa powder. Probably should have used a bigger bowl. We got this on low. Oh, shit. Just spilled it on my nice, clean toast top. Stove top. That's almost, wow. I don't think I need to leave that on the burner. Okay, this is for the topping, which... to mix up a bit. This is the tablespoon of cocoa and cinnamon, which will go on top of the glaze, which again will go on top of the brownies, which still have 10 minutes and change in the oven. Oh no, the confectionery sugar. I'm supposed to mix that in too. Gradually add, yeah, okay. Getting the stuff everywhere. I wonder if I need... This is almost too dry. I wonder if I needed more melted butter. I mean, a cup of the sugar in here. God, I hope I'm supposed to put the cup of sugar in there. Yeah, melted butter. Only 3 tablespoons, right? Half cup, 2 tablespoons. 1 cup. That's what it calls for. See, I think this is going to be too quick. This is not going to drip. This is solid. I think I need to add more butter. We have time. Well, no, that could still... No, that's dripping. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry. Really need to work on the camera angle here. By the way, in case anybody was wondering, which I seriously doubt, no, I'm not a professional cook, chef, sous chef, or anything. I learned all on my own, or, you know, the help of, you know, growing up from your parents. Well, my mom. My dad's idea of what was cooking was either a fast food place or yelling out, "Mom, where's my dinner? Where's my breakfast? Where's my lunch?" So, my sister and I learned to cook. Well, I learned to cook at an early age. My sister, until she married this Italian guy who was an excellent chef, yeah, she burned water. Oh, yeah. This is turning into a nice silky glaze. I'm glad I didn't add more butter. I don't... Oh, too much at once. I don't know if it's a confectionery sugar making it more smooth, or just a stirring. Yeah, added too much of that at once. Hopefully that doesn't ruin it. Sorry if I'm missing chat. I'm already spilling stuff all over the place. Trying not to continue to spill it. I need to get this back into a nice smooth liquidy. See, it's turning stiff again. Maybe once I get that sugar mixed in. Still might add a touch of butter. It's not as liquid as it was. I wonder if I shouldn't have put in a whole cup of confectionery sugar, even though it said to. See, it's kind of liquid. It says to pour it over the cooled brownies. But I'm wondering if I pour it over them while they're still warm, it'll melt a little bit. So, where are we at on time? Oh, we still got a half an hour. Okay. Let's see what I miss. Cheers. Prost. Yes, Prost. Wait a minute. White glass things for the kitchen. Yep, same like the wood utensils for pots and pans. Oh, exactly. I mean, like if you used cast iron, for instance, you should never, ever use a metal utensil. I mean, you can use things like, you know, these plastic types, which they're okay, but I prefer wood. Wood is just so, I don't know, authentic, for lack of a better word. Yeah, see, this is still a bit thick. I mean, it drips a little bit, but I guess I don't want it runny. I may pop this on the stove just for like a minute once the brownies come out. I should have put this in a bigger thingy. That's starting to spill too much. Definitely got a mess in the sink to clean up. Okay. So we have our glaze. Yeah, see, it's a little thick. And we still have almost 5 minutes on the brownies. And that's at the earliest setting, which was 25 minutes. They said 25 to 30. So we'll check it when the timer goes off in about 4.5 minutes. Oh, shit. You know what I forgot again? I forgot to start Stream Raiders. I meant to start that very first thing, and I totally forgot. Well, it's too late to do that now. We might get one battle in, or we might be waiting on that battle to finish before we're done. So, cherry grog. Good. But yeah, that mug. Getting your lips around the edge there. Okay, let's see. Whoop. Cheers, Prost. Okay, seems like it would melt down the sounds unless I am seeing things wrong. Yeah, it might. Oh, the glaze. Yeah, if the brownies are still hot, it should melt down over them. Okay, well, type seems like it would not melt down the sides unless... Okay. Yeah, this I think is too thick unless the brownies are real hot. That's why I'm thinking I might stick it back on the stove for like a minute. Maybe pop in a quart. I don't think we're going to put in more butter. I don't think so. Then it'll get too runny. And it doesn't have to run down the sides. I mean, as long as it's just on the top. And then we sprinkle it with this mixture, the cinnamon and cocoa powder. It should look and taste good. I'm just thinking about how long to let it cool. We'll have to cut it in the pan, but maybe we can put it out on here on a rack afterwards. So, 2.5 minutes. Doesn't really look like it's rising. I guess we'll see. So how was everybody's weekend? Did you enjoy your weekend? Are you still enjoying it? Day off tomorrow? Ah, good stuff. No, I'm going to have to do dishes tonight. Still got a little bit of work to do, too. Well, again, I'm hoping everybody's enjoying the stream as much as I'm enjoying doing it. Here's my... Oh, I got out of monitor mode. Hang on. See if I missed any redemptions. I don't think so. I think we caught them all. Yep. Cheeky probably fell asleep. Old codger. But thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging around. We shall see how this all turns out. Ooh, camera with the stove is crooked. I have a very primitive setup over the stove. Basically, the camera is just kind of like hooked over a little thing that sticks to the metal, and it's positioned just to look straight down. Also got a little magnetic paper clip up there to hopefully catch it if it comes loose, which it did the first time I tried that. So, yeah, see, this is now thickening up a bit. All that sugar really thickened it. It's still pliable, but it's not going to run much. I may need one of these puppies to spread it out over the brownie. So we shall see. About 25 seconds for our timer. We'll see how it comes out. Did the stream burp? Looks like the... oh no, that's where I switched back to... okay. Mod mode. Yeah, so far we've had no stream drops today, which is a good thing. Very good thing. Thank you, computer.
Oven timer.
Stop. Here's my mitt.
Here are your deliveries.
Computer, stop. What do I do with my mitt? What do I do with my mitt? Hello. We got a raid. I can't find my oven mitt. Hang on. There it is. 1 second, raiders. I need to get something out of the oven. Okay. Computer. Set oven timer for 3.5 minutes. All right. Who'd we get in? Don. Welcome for the raid, Don. Welcome in. you're catching us on our last recipe. We're doing Dalaran brownies from the World of Warcraft cookbook. So, all you raiders, first off, let's do a shout out to Dawn. Try not to get too much confectionery sugar on my keyboard. What? Oh, wrong command. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I've already got some spillage on my keyboard. Oh, you were playing Subnautica Below Zero? Sweet!
I was trying to go through a door.
God, I can't see that. It's too small. So, Dawn, have you played Subnautica at all? Or did you jump right to Below Zero? And how was it? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Did you get killed? Did you not get killed? How'd you do? Love the first game. So when it was on Game Pass, oh yeah, I have yet to finish the first game. I'm getting there, but not quite there yet. So for Raiders, welcome in. I am Alsharon. If you have not heard of me, probably for the best. Bowser, my dog, streams on weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Bowser, come here. And then I stream on Sundays. Cooking streams on the last Sunday of the month. Come on, sure. You can do it. Come on, get the chair. This is Bowser. And on other Sundays, I do a game. Subnautica, Outlast, and some others. What did I do with your treats? There they are. Since nobody redeemed you a treat today, we're going to give you a treat. One more. Get it. Good boy. So this is Bowser. He streams on weekdays. Basically just sits there with some chill music and Stream Raiders. And he loves food as he scans the counter for anything he can snatch. Right, bud? Okay, down. Alright. Oh! God, what a mess in this sink. I haven't made this much of a mess in a long time. Okay, where are we at? We got brownies are about to come out. Ah. Here are brownies. Computer, stop. So this is our Dalaran brownies. We need to let them cool off a little bit. Probably even before slicing them. And then once we slice them, we're going to take this glaze, put it over the tops. And on top of the glaze, we're going to put this combination of cinnamon and unsweetened cocoa powder. And they should, theoretically...
I smell bacon. Does anyone else smell bacon? Yeah,
all right, we'll get
I
them bacon.
definitely smell a pork product of some
They
type.
should come out looking like those. At least these are not burnt like the crunchy spider bites were. Bowser, you want your bacon treat? Sure. Good boy. There you go. Yep, he's gonna go eat it somewhere else. Sorry, Cheeky. Chair's not big enough for him to eat it on. But he got his bacon. Okay. There it is. Oh, trust me, he's enjoying it. He is enjoying it. Yeah, that's still pretty warm. At least it doesn't look like it's sticking to the sides. That's good. Don't need the oven anymore. See if we can start loosening this up a bit. Oh, yeah. We might be able to get this out of here now. And let it cool on the rack. I got an idea. We're going to try to get fancy here. Need another mitt. Ideally one that will handle the temperature. So either I'm going to totally screw them up, or perfect. Perfect. Dropped right out of the frickin' pan. Now, let's flip this onto the rack. Perfect. God, I'm good sometimes. I impress myself. Okay. I think you can see this. Whoop. That's right, we're going to put that glaze back on the stove for a minute. I don't know if that's even worth it. Yep, it is. Which means we need to take that thing off of the burner. Yep, here we go. Soften this up just a bit. Still half tempted to put another teaspoon or tablespoon of butter in here. But that'll throw off, I think. It's starting to soften a little bit. Yeah, I think it's just heating it up a bit. Oh yeah, this is helping. Really softening it up a bit. Should almost be pourable on top of the brownies. Burner's hot. Okay. Oops, maybe a little bit too much on a couple of those. I almost ran out. Get another spoon. And we'll just scrape it over all, and who cares? They're already cut into pieces, so they'll break apart easy. Come on. Oh, you're right there. There you are. Okay. And now, I need a spoon for this. I wish I had a container I could put this in to just sprinkle it over. So this is the mixture of the cocoa and cinnamon powder, which goes on top of the glaze. Oh, you know, I just realized I did not take pictures of the other meals. Well, the spider bites, yeah, those were too burnt to really take good pictures of. But the bacon stuff, oh, I'll have to clip that from the VOD. At least we can get a picture of these. So let's see, 6 brownies. This might last me maybe 6 days, 1 a day. If I'm good. I'm rarely good. Well, depends on what we're talking about. Okay. These don't look as good as the picture, but they still look good. Okay, here we go. Dalaran brownies. Here's the picture from the cookbook. This is how they're supposed to look. Hopefully you can see that. And that's how mine look. Just remember, looks are not everything. Ooh, but dripping chocolate is. Good. So, that was our meals for today. Let's see, what did I miss? You will get there. Below Zero is pretty cool. Basically the same as the first mode with a bit different theme. I did actually watch somebody play bits and pieces of the Zero. So I kind of know what to expect, and it actually helped me for Subnautica. But yeah, it's totally different. Oh, Bacon Treat, we already did that. Okay. There's Bowser, Bacon Treat, as long as he is enjoying. Lots of flippage. Flippage? How did the other dishes turn out? Oh, yeah, I know. I'll clip them from the VOD. Well, the first thing was the cherry grog. That turned out great. I mean, it's liquid, it's rum, yummy. And a mug fitting for World of Warcraft. Oh, the flipping of the brownies, yes. Let's see. Then we did our first appetizer, which was Tracker Snacks. Basically, a baked bacon with a coating of brown sugar and special spices, baked in the oven. They were excellent. I ate them all. Matter of fact, I have enough to make another batch. I'm going to do that, not today, but maybe tomorrow night, before the bacon goes bad. The second meal was the Crunchy Spider Surprise. Well, they didn't turn out that great. You're supposed to deep fry them in some oil, and it called for oil at a medium. Well, medium on my stove is apparently high because they burnt the wonton wrappings on the outside before it even got to a minute. So here's the first ones that I made. And as you can see, 2 of them are really burnt. And probably the insides are not fully cooked. This one did better because I turned temperature down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into at least half, if not quarters. And using the oil that's cooling down now at a lower temperature, try to refry them to not waste these. The burnt wonton wrappings still have a little bit of charcoal taste, but that's I can deal with that. And then this is the third dish, the Dalaran brownies. And yeah, some of this coating is a little heavy, isn't it? Anyway, these should be good. Let's see if they're edible. Let's try one. And yes, the cherry grog is starting to get to me. There we go. There we go. How's that look? Two different views. Let's try this. Oh, it smells good. Still warm. A little sticky. Anybody ever done the cinnamon challenge? Oh, that topping. Oh, I feel like I snorted cinnamon. And not bad, it's just, wow, unexpected. I probably, yeah. I think the topping, that stuff, is a little bit too much. It's the proportions it called for, but oh yeah, that cinnamon on top. Don't inhale. Good. So that is our World of Warcraft meal for today. There's a lot of other good recipes out there. We were going to do one called, my original thought was crispy bat wings. Unfortunately, the bat wings I had in the freezer were so freezer burned and covered with ice that they wouldn't have looked good. They might have tasted okay, but no. Didn't even try them. And ended up tossing the bag. Ah, that cherry grog is good. But anyway, we have had a full meal today with the bacon bits and even the crispy God, can't even remember the name of it. Crispy spider surprise? Is that what it was? Crunchy spider surprise. That one, like I said, it could have gone better, but it still wasn't half bad. A couple of the balls that I made at the end with the oil turned down turned out rather tasty. A little bit on the charged side still, but that's why I'm hoping to experiment more. So we still have the oil, and you can see some of the broken off wonton wrappers in there. But I'm going to heat this up again, maybe a little bit later, chop these up a little bit, and refrying them at a very low temperature, see if they can cook the center better. And because I hate to make those go to waste. So we will try that later on this evening after stream. Oven's off. Yep. So that is our stream for today. Questions, comments, criticisms, love and adoration. I'll take anything. I'm easy. I need to stop drinking this, though. Already 8 ounces of rum today. Too much. Might have to go to a nail. Okay. So let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Yeah, loving the chef's hat. Well, what was it? Dream wanted a chef's hat. And actually, I've got 2 of them. There's this one, plain white. Kind of what they would probably wear, maybe, in World of Warcraft. The other one I don't think they would wear. Let me show it to you. I don't know. They might. You can read it. Don't mess with the cook. And of course, the apron Dream made me put on. Love the Swedish chef. Okay. So wait a minute. Love the chef. I didn't get to see it. You gotta do all the dishes again. Oh, I wish. But I'm out of spider meat, so all I've got is these. I could do more bacon, but oh my god, my feet are killing me. I know when Tink does her stream, she's got flat feet and hers are hurting. I don't have flat feet, but mine are still hurting. So we're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. I will try to get pics of the other stuff. Well, I guess I could take a picture of this one. That one doesn't look half bad. And the brownies, of course. Actually, I should have done that for I ate one. And then I can probably get one of the bacon from the VOD. Come on, stop. Okay, got one of the brownies. Yeah, I need to make that a reminder. So, yes, thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm glad you had a good time. I love cooking. Whether there was nobody here or not, I love cooking. It's fun, experimentation, learning things. We will have another cooking stream at the end of next month, and that will be October 31st. We might have to do a Halloween-themed cooking stream. Actually, the crunchy spider surprise would have been ideal for that. But we'll try something. I don't know what yet. I'll have to find some recipes. Okay, let's find somebody to raid. Get this out of the way. And let's see who is out there. Because I know, who did we raid last week? That was a gaming stream. And did we do the connection project? Yeah, we raided connection project last week. So let's see who's out there now. If Dawn was on, hell, I'd raid him, but little bugger raided out already. Definitely do a Halloween theme. Yeah, we'll have to try. So, got a bunch of Halloween props, but the thing is, there's not enough room in the kitchen for props. So, but we'll see. Let's see. Trying to find somebody either I haven't raided in a long time or ever. Maybe another cooking stream would be nice. Let's see. Man, that chocolate brownie is good. Still taste it. Actually, you know, there's one person I haven't rated in a long time, if ever. He is playing Kana Bridge of Spirits. It's either that or a cooking stream. But I don't see anybody that I follow that is doing a cooking stream. So it would be a cold raid. Or Warcraft. Let's see. Is Amara on? I'm not sure I've ever raided Amara. Oh, she is. What's she doing? Phasmophobia. Sure, we can do Amara. Okay, let's do Amara. I don't think I've ever raided her. So, here's the raid command. Oh, if I can type it right. Okay, so if you're a follower, you should be able to use that raid command. If you're not a follower, follow. Thing is, I don't think I can copy and paste from this laptop keyboard. Never been able to properly. For some reason it just doesn't let me. Alright, I'm going to type it in manually so I can copy that. Ah, damn. Emotes. I don't know why this doesn't let me copy it. Alright. If I can't copy the raid command, at least maybe you guys can? Will that work? Nope. Oh well. If you guys can do it, I'd appreciate it. For some reason, this laptop just does... I don't know how to do a copy and paste for some reason. It just does not work. And I do not know why. Really pisses me off. I need to figure it out one of these days. Anyway. Laptop. Not laptop. Hey, Aries. So, hey. Bye, everybody. Bowser will be back tomorrow with Stream Raiders and sleeping and chill music. Otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend. Yes. Bye-bye.
If you don't happen to have $1 or $2 to donate, please feel free instead to share out the stream and let folks know what we're doing. And we are still going after this. We're just almost done with Phasma Battle. Oh, Badger, thank you for the follow. But no, we're still going after this, and I